Friends, I'd like to say to you this evening, I joined Arcadia High School in 2014. Spent a number of years at my previous school, and at that time I guess the department thought I was then ready to move. Small school, Arcadia High, and currently, as recent as Friday, having to go into the struggles of running a high school where kids are dropping out of school for no particular reason, and we're having to start the fight about trying to save our teachers. This is where I find myself 5 days a week. Arcadia serves the community of both Bonteheuwel and Kalksteenfontein, and if you know the area, you will understand when we speak about our challenges. But at this time, I'm going to allow Neil to speak to you.
Just get that around you. Thanks, Michelle. Good evening, everyone. I'm Neil Johnson from Cape Town, and I work for a company called Swiss Re, who sponsored me, us in this also, and big thanks to that. They're in the reinsurance industry. For those of you who don't know what it is, let's talk afterwards, because I think I'm going to rather save some time for the important stuff here tonight. I first heard about Partners for Possibility from a colleague who was sponsored before me. And at the time when I signed up, I actually didn't have a very good idea of what it was that I was getting into. About a year before, I served as a mentor on a business startup academy in Nairobi. And we worked with a group of high school leavers. They were also very underprivileged kids who left high school. And we gave them a crash course into how to start your own business. And that whole experience was absolutely fascinating. And I could see the hunger in these kids' eyes of how they wanted to change their world. And I was just humbled and inspired. And I knew that these were the future leaders of Kenya. So suddenly I started thinking back to home, and my elation turned to a bit of sadness, because my perception of South African equivalent high school leavers is very different to what I experienced there. And it's very similar to the introduction video that we saw at the start. It spoke to me. And what I think really happened here was that there was someone out there who believed that I, as a business leader, could actually make a difference in our education sector. And that was really the basis on which I signed up to this program. I had no idea what a ride we were in for. So Michelle, back to you.
Okay. All right. Can you see we are not used to all of this? So we haven't even changed our slide. Okay, so here we go. That's the partnership. Maybe we can move on to the next one. All right, and then to the next one. You can go to the next one. So why did I join Partners for Possibilities? I wanted a new school. That's it. I always said I wanted a new school. Instead, that is not what I got when I joined Partners for Possibilities, and I'm thankful that I have become part of this program. You have heard in the previous two presentations of the training that we have had as principals and partners, and therefore tonight I can clearly say to you that it's been a wonderful journey coming along through those training days. Yes, I did not get a new school yet, but you'll see as we go along that there are other things but the school had received. I just want to show the next slide as well. In seeing all of these tonight, I can say to you that my learning at PFP is only just started. My job as a principal is huge. Besides infrastructural challenges, there's also challenge of curriculum that you face constantly. That is now part of where it is that I'd like to be. Neil, would you like to say something now?
Sure, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, so the journey for me, I had the opportunity to work with Michelle, who I saw as a very formidable lady. And what spoke to me most about her was her intense passion for education. And that's actually, in fact, been one of the things that I've been amazed to find within our entire circle of people, is just that each and everyone carries education so deep in their hearts. And what a privilege to have spent time with these people. So for that, thank you very much. And I quickly realized that PFP is about a lot more than just trying to change our schools and fix problems in the schools. It really was a leadership growth opportunity for everyone involved. And I was really pleasantly surprised when I came to learn that this leadership journey isn't about, a bag of tricks that you learn and you pull out the right tool at the right time. It was really something a lot deeper than that. It was about authentic leadership and about, seeking the truth, and through really listening to people, and then to share that truth with others in a way that inspires them to become part of the call for action. So for me, the most interesting part of what we did in Arcadia was one of our key challenges was damaged and hollow relationships. And we came to understand just exactly how unbelievably valuable those relationships are. You can build all you want, but without a web of interpersonal relationships binding people together, there's nothing to keep what you're building intact. And so I sort of just thought about it that where there's a principal who lives for truth, she will, through healthy relationships, draw an inner circle of like-minded teachers to her. And that'll start to, again, ripple out and, awaken again in those teachers who'd forgotten why they were in it in the first place. And it'll just ripple further to the learners and the parents. And it won't stop there. It'll go into the households and the communities. And so that was, for me, absolutely, enlightening in how that experience played out.
Thank you. Can we change this one? Yeah. And so tonight the question is where to from here? And one of our sessions, COP meetings, I recall, I have great respect tonight for the partners and principals that were together in this group. And so, Sven, tonight I'd like to say to you, thank you so much. You wrapped me over the knuckles that one meeting, and I'll never forget. But thanks again. On the other hand, I need to say to the social project and Mike over there, it's been great. One thing that I have at heart tonight is to rebrand my school. And speaking about challenges, and curriculum is not one of that. But how important tonight is the parent, that I need to make sure that I have the parent to understand that we need to move on and make new inroads into our learners' lives. I've started that with the uniform that we'd like to just change. And then when I say, can you change that slide for me? This is something I'm quite ecstatic about. Thank you, Mike and his team. New revision program, after school program that we are going to use. We have it already. We need to just implement right now. Then there's another slide that speaks of the electricity that we never had in our school, and we now have it tonight. And then there's something else. How safe am I? This is what we have at our school right now. We have a group of security personnel, community safety. They are there, and at least we can move on with something. So these are small things, but it keeps us going. I need to leave. Thank you.
Oh, stay here. So quickly, 2 or 3 sharings from the audience. Yeah, Selwyn.
Neil said, leadership is not about pulling out a bag of tricks.
Yeah.
I think that's such a powerful statement you're making.
Yeah.
For us to be reminded that this is a hard task. It's not about just doing this. So thank you for that. Thank you for reminding us about that.
Beautiful. Thank you, Selwyn. Mike.
Just two things with the partnership. I think Neil's just the humility he showed and the excitement throughout was very, very challenging and inspiring to me. And Michelle, the first time you came to that room, you looked exhausted. And you looked like this, you were not in a hand with us. And just seeing every time you came, you were feeling more empowered. And I mean, we've been to your school, you know, and we've seen the huge difficulties with security and with massive, but yet you've become more and more positive and enthused as the years go on.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well done.